The U.S. lays out a road safety plan that will have cars talking to each other. San Francisco aims to take down AI undressing websites. And Fubo wins an injunction to delay venue. It's Monday, August 19th, and this is Engadget News. The U.S. Department of Transportation has laid out a nationwide road safety plan that will lead to cars communicating with each other. The agency is hoping that broadly deploying Vehicle to Everything, or V2X tech, will boost its commitment to pursue a comprehensive approach to reduce the number of roadway fatalities to zero. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates that nearly 41,000 people died in motor vehicle crashes last year. V2X enables vehicles to stay in touch with each other, as well as pedestrians, cyclists, other road users, and roadside infrastructure. It lets them share information, such as their position and speed, as well as road conditions. They'd be able to do so in situations with poor visibility, such as around corners and in dense fog. A U.S.-wide rollout will require an array of mobile, in-vehicle, and roadside tech that can communicate efficiently and securely while protecting people's personal information. The agency said smaller-scale deployments of V2X across the country have demonstrated safety benefits. Safety advocates claim the tech could prevent hundreds of thousands of crashes and mitigate the impact of collisions that do occur by reducing the speed of impact. The timeline for the DOT's plan extends to 2036, by which time it hopes to have fully deployed V2X across the national highway system, for the top 75 metro areas to have the tech enabled at 85% of signalized intersections, and to have 20 vehicle models that are V2X capable. In the shorter term, the agency aims to have V2X tech installed across 20% of the national highway system and 25% of signalized intersections in major metro areas by 2028. It will not be an easy task, as a wide range of stakeholders have to play a part, including the Federal Communications Commission, which the DOT says will have to determine rules about spectrum allocation. Automaker suppliers, which will build V2X-enabled components, freight operators, and app developers, are also players in the Department of Transportation's vision. San Francisco's City Attorney David Chu announced he intended to shut down 16 of the most popular AI undressing sites at a press conference on Thursday. The Verge reported that the city attorney is accusing these sites of violating federal laws regarding revenge pornography, deepfake pornography, and child pornography. Chu's office also accused the sites of violating the state of California's unfair competition law because the harm they cause to consumers greatly outweighs any benefits associated with those practices. The complaint focuses on a total of 50 defendants Chu intends to prosecute for operating undressing websites. Some of the defendants and websites' names were redacted, but it also publicly identified a few companies that operate some of the world's most popular websites that offer to nudify images of women and girls. The only identified defendant in the complaint is an Estonian company who is accused of owning an AI undressing site featuring unconsented images of women and children. These websites have generated over 200 million visits in a 6-month period. The non-consensual images of women and children on these sites are used to bully, threaten, and humiliate women and girls as they gain more visitors, and this distressing trend shows no sign of abating. The city's attorney cites one case in its legal complaint from February, in which an AI undressing site generated images of 16 eighth-grade students at a California middle school. The incident possibly refers to one that occurred at a Beverly Hills high school, in which 16 students were circulating fake nude images of other students. The school district expelled 5 students for their involvement in disseminating the illicit images. Deepfake technology has become a major legal concern, especially on the federal level. Last month, the U.S. Copyright Office published a report on digital replicas and concluded that a new law is needed. Just a few days later, a bipartisan group of senators introduced the No Fakes Act that would institute a new law protecting individuals from having their voice, face, or body recreated with AI without their consent. The sports streaming service Fubo has temporarily fended off a huge financial threat from Disney, Fox, Warner's potential competitor, Venue Sports, and its collection of sports broadcasting licenses, thanks to a recent court ruling. A federal judge in the Southern District of New York granted Fubo's request for an injunction in its antitrust case against the joint sports streaming venture and its parent companies. U.S. District Judge Margaret Garnett wrote in an opinion that such a concentrated collection of media power would eliminate consumers' choices. The launch of Venue would also hike prices on both consumers and other distributors and create a multi-year monopolistic runway in the sports streaming sector for Disney, Fox, and Warner. Garnett also wrote the injunction is needed because of quintessential harms that money cannot adequately repair if Fox, Disney, Warner's Venue Sports moves forward. Fox Disney Warner first announced its plans to launch a live sports streaming channel in February and later revealed the name and price for its Venue Sports streaming service. The joint sports streaming venture would cost viewers $43 a month with a 7-day free trial and promised 14 channels of live sporting events with access to ESPN Plus and 4 of its spin-off channels, the Fox network and both of its Fox Sports channels, and a handful of Warner Brothers-owned cable networks such as TNT and truTV. Fubo filed its lawsuit a couple of weeks after Fox Disney Warner's initial announcement. Fubo's antitrust lawsuit accused the trio of media giants of staging a years-long campaign to weaken its sports streaming service. The suit also claimed the joint venture would concentrate too many entities in one service and would hinder competitiveness and jack up prices for viewers and distributors. The injunction puts a temporary hold on the plans for Venue Sports. Its fate will ultimately be determined by the antitrust case in federal court. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from contributors Chris Holt and Danny Gallagher and was voiced and produced by me, Steve White, from Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.